A very good morning. You're welcome to the channel by Seema Makhijani, Chemistry Made Easier for You. Today's topic is that of class 12th. It comes under the chapter of General Principles of Extraction. And I have taken a special refining technique known as the zone refining. Now, for your information, this particular refining technique is only used when you require 100% pure metal. Number one. Number two, it is only applicable for metals like germanium, silicon, and gallium. So, if you require, since these are generally used in semiconductors, germanium and silicon and gallium, since they are required in semiconductors, we require them in high purity. That's the reason we perform zone refining. As you very well know, refining is a last stage process when we are performing the metallurgy of elements. So during metallurgy, during the last stage of refining, in case of requirement of 100% pure metal, you use this technique only for germanium, silicon and gallium. Now what is the procedure like? I've just given you an illustration. This is the circular furnace or a heating coil is as explained here. This is my heating coil. So a circular furnace is used in this case, and the impure block of metal. This is your impure block of metal which is to be purified, that is the refined. This is the impure rod. Okay, this rod is that of germanium, silicon or gallium. Now you will pass the rod through this circular furnace only in a single direction. That is the most important instruction. This is the direction of movement. Means the movement has to be unidirectional. And the reason for this unidirectional movement is the principle behind the process. The principle of the process is that the impurities remain in the molten zone, which means if the movement is in one direction, the impurities will only move in one direction. So, since the impurities tend to remain in the molten zone only because they are more soluble in the molten zone, which means if I am passing this rod like this in this direction, the impurities, as you can see, impurities are these dots, as you can see, are lesser as they pass through the molten zone. Wherever they are in the molten zone, in this molten zone the impurities are more. As the rod passes on, these impurities will go on moving towards this end of the rod, after which you will remove the rod and reinsert it from this direction. It cannot be again passed in the reverse direction. The movement of the rod once passed through, after passing through you will retake it back and reinsert, and you will do it repeated number of times. If you pass them repeated number of times, you will find that the impurities start moving towards the end of the rod, because for every passage through the furnace will cause the impurities to move in the direction of the molten zone. As the rod moves up, the molten zone will go on moving behind. So when you pass it the first time, what is observed is your impurities are lesser here, but the impurities go on collecting at this end. Fine. When you pass it the second times, you find impurities still lesser on this side, little more here, and there are many here. If you still pass it the third time, very less impurities are left over, while major impurities are on this end, because your direction of movement is this. As the rod is made to pass from this end to this end, the impurities, the molten zone will shift like this, and the impurities will also shift with the molten zone. You pass it the fourth time, you would find it getting purified, and you have major impurities in this section. So on, as you continue, the impurities will ultimately be left in the other end of the rod, and finally you would end up in a rod of silicon, germanium or gallium, which would have impurities only on this end of it, because your direction of movement is this. When you pass it through the coiled furnace, the circular furnace. So once you have your accumulated impurities on this side, just cut it out and you are left with your pure, the 100% pure metals like germanium, silicon or gallium. I hope the concept is clear. There are other topics of this particular chapter which I have included in the playlist of General Principles of Extraction. Please have a look at them. If you like my videos, please share them. I am trying to cover up topics of class 12. Also, there are topics for class 9th, 10th and 11th. In case you have certain basic problems of class 11, please refer to those videos from the playlist of class 11, as there is a base of class 11th required in class 12. And in case you have struggled in class 11, please go back to those videos and get your topics polished. Fine. With this, I end my class. Wishing you all very well. Bless you loads. Stay safe. Stay happy. Bye kids.